Hello, I'm Graeme Innes, and I acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which you are listening to this soundbite and where Australian law reform is continually occurring. I'm pleased to come to the ALRC's virtual 40th birthday party by recording this soundbite. I know that life begins at 40, so I have high expectations of even more technological birthday activities occurring in 10 years at the 50th birthday party. My close involvement with the ALRC has been relatively recent, although I've been an admirer from afar for many years. As a Commissioner at the Australian Human Rights Commission, I signed off on a number of submissions to ALRC inquiries. But during the last couple of years, I was a part-time Commissioner at the ALRC itself during the inquiry into disability, equality and capacity, the report of which came out at the end of 2014. So I'll focus my comments on the disability sector. This inquiry was a key contribution to law reform in the disability space. The ratification by Australia of the UN Disability Convention, or the DISCO as I like to refer to it, was the catalyst for Australia taking a look at its current system of decision-making and moving from a model which emphasised decisions being made for people with disabilities to a model which emphasised people with disabilities being at the centre of the process and making our own decisions with appropriate support. This model only exists in the ALRC report at present. But the importance of the ALRC's inquiry work is that there's now a model which takes into account, to the greatest extent possible, both Commonwealth and state issues, and provides a template for a uniform decision-making process by people with disabilities to be built through the use of Commonwealth and state legislative change. I was proud to play a part in that work. As with most law reform, implementation of this template will be the key challenge for the next decade. But the disability advocacy sector, with the support and involvement of the legal and academic sector, and also service providers and families of people with disabilities, now has a uniform model for which we can advocate. And with the National Disability Insurance Scheme rolling out across the country in the next few years, this is the ideal time for such change. Law reform can be a fraught process, with many and varied opinions and forces involved. But my experience with the ALRC has been that the current process does an excellent job of consulting with and balancing those conflicting views, and drawing out recommendations which take account of all of the issues in play and set a path to the future. The process is efficient, cost-effective, given the complexities involved, and very transparent. All good qualities if you want recommendations for reform which are likely to be implemented. The President and staff are well qualified, great to work with, and know how to have fun as well. Achieving law reform is not easy in our political system, particularly when, as Paul Keating said, the only horse to back in any political contest is self-interest. It's the only one really trying. However, as a community of law reformers, we should not be daunted. We should follow the directions of Ziggy Ziegler. Get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. Happy 40th birthday. May there be many more.